good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And today we'll be talking about GameStop, AMC, WallStreetBets, and why you should be very, very careful of these two stocks dealing with this particular group. Because there's a lot of things, if you're going to invest in these stocks, that you need to do. And there's a lot of things that you shouldn't do, because when a group controls a stock and they decide the future of it, rather than regular investing, so-called as we know it, the only way you can end up is a loser. All right, so basically, let's first look at these particular stocks here. As we're talking about, AMC is a very important stock because a lot of people can get into it, okay? A lot of people can get into the stock right now. So that's why AMC is very popular and people have been making ton loads of money. Now, first and foremost, in the past year, what we have to look at that AMC has risen 596%, and despite of a pandemic, and despite of the current virus that we're essentially living in. And when I go to the movie theater, I still go. There's not a lot of people in the movie theater. Now, some people may say they're doing a lot of contracts, essentially backstage when it comes to business. But let's look at the volatility in this particular stock. So mid-year here, June 2nd, this stock was worth $62.55. Now, a lot of people are understanding that a particular group called WallStreetBets have pretty much been giving Wall Street the middle finger when it comes to AMC and GameStop. Primarily, they've been playing with a couple of other stocks, and some of the information you're seeing on platforms is there's a unusual option activity, because this is how mostly a lot of people on Wall Street Bet actually invest. A lot of them just do option trading, because if they go inside this platform the day before, a week before, a month before, and I'll just show you here. This is Wall Street Bets. And they'll talk about either how they lost and how they won and how they want to move forward next. Now, you can go in here and read the disclaimer and things of that nature. But what I do is I look at the analytical information, basically, of these guys cahooting and grouping together what they're going to do. Okay. So I'm just going to scroll through here like I always do, and they will post a lot of their information and what they essentially want to do. So like right here, this was posted 18 hours ago. It's time to return to the one true meme, GameStop, you only live once. And they're saying GameStop to the moon. That's a rocket ship, okay? And they're showing how they bought 27 contracts and they invested $50,000, and off that, they made 61% at a total return of $18,000. See, this group is not playing around with a couple of measly 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 100, even $1,000. When these guys are investing, what I'm noticing is they are investing $10,000 plus. So what am I telling you? This group has the propensity to go in and buy large sums of option contracts, and this is how they swing the market. Is this dangerous for you? Absolutely, if you don't know what you're doing. Now, Wall Street Bets have a lot of people to thank them for the money that they've made off the information that they have listed and essentially elicited on their website and through their Reddit group. Because you go in here, they say, hey, tomorrow, and you have to kind of read through the fine print, but tomorrow we're going to buy a number of call options or a number of put options. We're going to buy GameStop on the dip. We're going to buy AMC on the rocket or something like that. They have all these terminologies that they're using to indicate what a lot of them are going to do. And this is how they control these two particular stocks. If you do not know what you're getting into, buyer beware. Okay, a lot of you know as investors, you're hyped up. You see things going up and down, red and green. Listen, if you do not know what you're doing, do not play with this group. This group is about thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay, again, I'm just going to scroll through, and this is how they do it again. It says single again, girlfriend takes my financial advice, blah blah blah. Right. I'm just looking through the regular information because this is what you have to do. You have to essentially scroll through this information. Now look at this as well. Again, AMC, GameStop, Captain Morgan said, whatever it takes, I'm all in. And they're showing you what is here. They're showing you their quantity of shares. This person has 43 shares of AMC or these option contracts. Give me 1 second. Yes, these are option contracts. And look at the amount of money that they're spending. On his second option contract for AMC of September 10th, 2021, he spent the value of it is $9,996. But when you add all of these things up, you have around, see, that's 15, 16, 17, 18. You got about $21,000 right here on this option contract record. So you have to be very aware that these guys are not going in with small amounts of money. And a lot of them have been losing some of their money, but they've been gaining more than they're losing. Now, how's this pertinent to you? A lot of you are looking at GameStop like, oh, I'm going to get it, excuse me, not GameStop. I'm going to get into AMC because AMC is only $40 a share. And if I buy a couple of option contracts, then I'll be good to go. No, here's GameStop. No, not too many people are getting into this one anymore. So they're playing around with AMC. Now, this right here should tell you, this is a small analytical tool, a small indicator to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, that this stock is very, very volatile. This is not a steady stock. And I'm going to show you something. I'm going to get rid of GameStop here. And I'm going to go over and I'm going to show you something that's still volatile like a Tesla, okay? And I'm going to go over the past year. Look at Tesla. And I want you to compare 1 year of Tesla to 1 year of AMC. And I'm not going to ask you which one you rather invest in, but I just want you to look at the peaks, the dips, the lows, and look how these things are just dropping dramatically. So take, for instance, on June 2nd, this stock was worth $62.55. And then I want you to take a look at August 4th. This stock is worth $29. So when we look at those dips, ladies and gentlemen, compared to a Tesla that's been volatile as well, you see more steadiness in this particular stock. Let's go back. I'm just going to scroll again. And this is how they've been putting out information. The meme stock squeeze loop is running again. They're telling people, hey, we're about to do this again. They have all these memes to let people know exactly what they're doing. So what I'm noticing is there's a lot of people that are investing in these stocks. Okay, there's a lot of people that are investing in these stocks and they're not going to the group to get the information. So if you are AMC or GameStop option or stock investor, then you should be subscribed to WallStreetBets because they're giving out the information to you invest. Now, me personally, I told a lot of my people, they said, hey, Ross, would you invest in GameStop and AMC? Hell no. I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole because this would essentially, I would have to be day trading all over again. I used to be a day trading. That's all you do. Okay. Now, depending on when this stock starts to ping or not, what I'm talking about is if they decide to come in the morning and buy a large number of option contracts, whether be put or calls, then you have to be on your phone, on your computer, on your device, waiting for the dip or waiting for the increase all day. Because if not, there's a small time period that you will lose tons and tons. We're talking about thousands or hundreds of dollars or whatever you invested will be wiped away in an instant. So it's imperative that if you're going to go in here with these very, very risky stocks and you are investing any amount of your money, which I know none of you want to lose, then you absolutely have to be subscribed to this group. And then you have to be by your phone, be by your device all day until whatever starts to increase or decrease. Let's go back. So you see exactly what I'm talking about. So this is when they were playing around with Powtar. I bought 100 shares of Powtar calls and it's expiring today. This was 3 hours ago. U.S. market value. And look how much this person is down. Okay. So right here, they're already losing, because this is not in percent, around $2,000. You see this? Around $2,000. So we have to be very cognizant. They're posting pretty much everything that's going on. Whether they're making money or losing money. I'm just showing you some information here. It says, Baba 10K lost all my savings during 4 years of university. Should I buy more? Okay. Let me just keep scrolling here. Here's AMC again, right? Here's AMC again. They're showing how they made money. AMC gains 2%. So again, this is one of those analytical tools because they're not just talking. They're posting their actual results, which you can use analytically as a prediction tool as you guys are investing. But again, I must warn you, buyer beware, because in the market, whether you're buying a call or a put, you're still using your money. And again, these guys are gaining and losing large sums of money. We're talking about large sums of money. So when you go in here and invest, family, I want you to be very, 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 very careful, because these guys are not playing. Look at the amount of money I've been showing you. Okay, 10, 20, 30, $50,000 that these guys are actually investing. Okay. And it's important that you understand. I'm just scrolling. Okay. Because this is only still 10 hours ago, and they're posting pretty much everything that they've been going through, even within the last 24 hours. Like this right here, P&L, profit and loss. So right here, this person is already losing what? $1,400,000, but they're showing you on June 2nd how they made $22,000. You see what I'm talking about? And let's look at the full images so you get the full picture. Meme stock losses. Every time I was up, I just kept buying more of OTM. Okay. And they're showing you the profit and loss. Look at this. Look at the volatility on this one stock, how they essentially once again went inside this stock, bought a bunch of options, bought a bunch of shares, whether it be calls or puts or regular shares, and they control the stock. They short squeeze the stock, meaning let's go in. You got 50,000, I got 20,000, you got 10,000. Everybody, let's pool our money together. Let's essentially, using the rule of scarcity, make the volume of that stock decrease. Again, I keep giving you guys this picture so you understand investing. It's kind of like if coconut sea salt candles became very popular. Just listen to me, okay? If coconut sea salt candles became very, very popular, and we're starting to see less and less of these on the shelves, what happens to the price of these candles? They go up, right? The same thing with investing. When you look at the volume of a share of a stock, when that volume starts to decrease significantly, their share price rises because it's more valuable. And then there's other analytical tools saying it's overvalued, it's overbought. But that doesn't matter to these guys because they're going to do what? Pump and dump the stock. And what I mean by pump is the exact opposite of what you may think. You may think, oh, they're going to sell it because they're going to increase the value. No, pumping a stock is buying more of the shares, which increases the share price of a stock because of the rule of scarcity. And then when our stock gets at a point where it's like, oh man, it's at 40%, we made accumulation of $50,000 or $60,000. Let's sell. And then what you see is that stock is boop, it just drops down significantly. So again, if you're not watching the stock market all day, when you come to these option contracts, you will expire out of the money. You don't want to see XOTM. Okay, XOTM means expired out of the money. You do not want to see that. So again, I want to drive this narrative home because it's very, very important. Okay. They're trying to say, hey, do I want to make any comments? Hell no, I want to make no comments. I don't want to even get into this. It says it's eye-opening how not pulling out can cause financial strain in many aspects of one's life. Do you see this, family? They're saying this is 10 hours ago. How not pulling out can cause financial strain. Because again, I'm trying to stress this as important, okay? If you're not watching this, you're going to lose your freaking money. You guys are going into AMC, man, should I buy more AMC? Do not buy. Buyer beware. If you want to mess around with AMC and GameStop, buy a long-term option that's very, very expensive. That way you're sure to make some money off the deal. And I'm going to give you an example of a very, very expensive option. I'm not going to even play any games with you guys. I'm just going to show you exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So when I go into AMC options, right, I see buy, I see a call. Now, you can either do a call or a put, because when this stock is being short squeezed, it's going to go up and down like a freaking biscuit without yeast, essentially, okay? And right now, the current price of AMC is at $40 per share. So if I'm going to buy a call, first and foremost, August 27th, that means that option expires today. That's a stupid option. That's not even a risky option. That's very, very stupid. Now, when we're talking about a short-term option, we're mostly going to look at something probably like 2 or 3 weeks out, which is risky as well. No, what I'm telling you is you want a long-term option. Even at January, under 6 months, to me is risky. So I will probably go out to March 18th. Now, I'm going to show you significantly how this price will increase. Now, me personally, I would not buy any option where I predict that the price is going to be 85, 80. No, what I do is I go down to the current share price, which is $40, and buy the option at $40 because I know that it's going to fluctuate more than $40. But can I show you the price of this option, family? Look at the price of this option right now, $1,500. $1,500 is the price of this option. This is what I'm referring to when you go in and buy long-term options. Now, $1,500 to a lot of the members on the Wall Street Bets is not a lot of money, because these guys, again, are investing what? $10,000 plus. I mean, total, in totality. Yeah, they may do $5,000 here, $5,000 there, but all in all, they are investing $10,000 plus. So I just showed you one recently, that it was about what? $50,000 that someone actually occurred off for $20,000. So we have to look at these options and understand. Now let's flip it. Let's go into a put option. So currently the price is $40. So I'll say, you know what? I went into the Wall Street Bets group and I looked around. So I'm gonna look around for $39 per share, because if this reaches $39 per share and it continues to drop below $39, I'm in the money. Okay, that's IOTM, and then out of the money, you already know. So this is one of the cool things that Robinhood has implemented, especially with the options. They put an expected profit and loss tool here, the option tool, and it lets you know, in order for you to make any money off this particular stock, this is where AMC has to hit. Now, again, this is a prediction tool. You can't take this as verbatim or as an exact or what's going to happen. But look, I'm showing you that AMC for a put option will go down to $39. How much is this contract, family? $3,000. $3,000 for this option contract. So again, if you guys want to make any money off of this, you're going to have to be very, very risky. Because I want to show you one more thing, and I'm going to give you some information. I'm going to get out of here for today. Okay, I'm going to go into, let me see here. I want to show my history of my trading, because I think it's important that I break this thing down to you. Okay, I think it's important that I break this down. Give me 1 second as I'm looking through all these. Excuse me, give me 1 second. I want to show you where I made a gamble, and that's exactly what it was. It was a gamble, okay? Because what I did was I bought an option contract. I wish I can search it for Tesla, and I think I roughly invested around 10 grand. And let me see here. I think it was it last year? I'm not quite sure of the Tesla stock option that I bought. Oh, you know what? Let me just go here. Let me go to Tesla. And it might have it on my Tesla history. Let me show you here. Now, as you can tell right here, I only have 5 shares of Tesla. Okay, I only have 5 shares, but I'm profiting at 64%. Okay, but I'm looking for my history. I'm looking for my history. Okay, I don't know what's going on with this. You guys may want to look at this too. It says here that Jeff Bezos retired as Amazon CEO to take full-time job of filing lawsuit against SpaceX. Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. Let's see. Okay, Tesla seeks regulatory approval to sell electricity directly to customer in Texas. Wow, it's getting crazy. Tesla's getting crazy, but I'm trying. Here's my history right here, family. I want to see if they had that long, that option that I bought here. Let me see. Now, this is just I paid a $470. Okay, that was my total, but I lost out on that contract. I lost out on this contract. So already that's about $1,000 that I lost. But I had one that was previous to this. I'm just showing you my options here. Okay, that was $1,000 call, and we know that Tesla has not reached $1,000. So this is down here at the bottom left. I lost $470, and then again, all right, because we're looking at, let's see here. This is May 21st. This is May 21st. I lost another $440. So around about $900 that I've lost. And I bought another large option for Tesla that was around $9,000, which are not showing. And my portfolio has went down significantly. And it was a dumb move because it was a short-term option that I should have made a long-term option if I was going to invest that much money. So let's look at something very quickly. So let me show you my my portfolio very quickly. And the reason why I'm showing you this today is to show you when I made a bad decision when it comes to investing. Because I really want you guys to be cognizant. I want you guys to be well-informed investors when you're putting your money, your hard-working money into these investments. Okay. So if anybody who's been following me, they understand that over the course of time, the only thing I've been doing is growing my portfolio. And as I'm talking here, look at how I'm slowly going up my timeline, how I've been increasing and making the right decisions. Then depending on the market fluctuation, you see maybe a couple of thousand lose, but you continue to see it goes up, right? And look at the percentage that my portfolio is at right now, 125%. So at 125%, that's saying for every dollar of investing, I received $1.25. Think about that. Think about it in terms like this. If someone say, hey, give me $500 and in a month, I'm going to give you $1,000, meaning a dollar for dollar investment, then add a quarter for each dollar on that. Okay. So that's essentially what I'm referring to. So as we're looking at this, all the great decisions, great information I'm making, then boom, this year I hit 44. It was around $46, excuse me, 46,000 originally. And then I'll just go back 1 year here. Boom. Okay. Here we go. There it is. $46,783, right? At 88%. And 88% is still good. Slightly under 100%. But if anybody knows me, I love to be over 20%. So I'm doing very, very well. So I made that decision to buy that $9,000 option from Tesla. And I believe that I was investing that the stock share price will go to $800, and it didn't reach 800. It didn't reach $800. Okay. It just hit $700. All right. So with that being said, my portfolio just started to drop significantly because as my options were expiring, I started to lose out on money. And look at my percentage now. I'm at roughly 17%. Look how much money I lost. I'm talking about 40. You're talking about $46,000, almost $47,000. And now you're down to almost half of that. And look where I'm at now. I'm only at $27,000. Okay. So of course, when we're talking about the amount of money that I'm investing every month versus the amount of money that I'm not taking out, because I haven't taken any money out, I lost a significant amount of money. So if I was to go in to buy AMC, because I would not buy GameStop, and invest on a long-term option for a call or a put at $1,500 or $3,000, I would definitely make sure that it's a long option, and I would be looking at that every single day. Every single day, all day, with my phone, what I would do is I would turn off the screen, keep the screen on, meaning like, I'll touch it every 10 minutes or something and have that phone right where I'm working. You're working from home. And as soon as I start to see profit and I see the trend ticking up, and as soon as I start seeing indicators of it going down, I will absolutely sell. Now, the last thing that I want to leave you guys with, if you guys are getting into option trading, is a very, very good way to make money very, very quickly. Again, it's not gambling. This is why I'm giving you the information for you guys to go and do the right thing. Now, Robinhood yesterday came out with another great tool to help investors when you're starting to make profit off your options. Now, they're doing some really good things. Now, they understand they have to do a lot more good things because they had a bad rap during the whole short squeezing of GameStop, AMC, and some other stocks. So this is what they have done. They have now implemented option alerts, okay? And I'm just going to read this very quickly. It says here that option alerts are push notifications that can help you track your option positions throughout the day, week, or month. They can alert you on price fluctuations, upcoming expirations, earnings, dividends, as well as in the money or out of the money. We talked about that. They are also triggered by changes to the option mark's price, also known as the midpoint between the bid and ask price. Another thing to keep in mind is that you won't be notified on every price movement, okay? You will not be notified on every price movement. You'll only receive an alert when your contract meets adjustable thresholds, okay? And what they mean by adjustable thresholds is when you break even and you start to make a small profit when you break even. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, TGIF. Don't forget, this evening I have my cigar talks. We'll be having another great discussion. I'll try to post that out as soon as I can. And again, I'm changing the platform. What I'm going to do now is Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays will be your morning stock reviews. There will be no videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but we will still have a cigar talk on Tuesday nights. Okay, so I will fit that in as much as I can, but Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I think that I'll still do my stock videos as well as financial information. But I'm dialing back on Tuesdays and Thursdays. There will not be any videos, but on Tuesday nights, there'll still be a cigar talk, as well as Friday or Saturday nights for your second cigar talk. You guys have a great and wonderful Friday. I see you guys tonight. Enjoy your day. I'm out.